This is the ArkPax Ark power station solar generator that they sent to me. They sent this to me I got it maybe 4 or 5 days ago, something like that, and they wanted me to make a video with it within the first 10 days. It's a very well put together power station. I'm going to show you some of the key features I like about it. I'm going to show you 2 things that I don't like about it. And we're going to do a total walkthrough today. Check this out. Also stick around because I'm going to turn on the ICOM IC705 and see what kind of RFI we may or may not be getting from it. Now, at first glance, this thing looks really cool. It's IP67 rated, which means it's waterproof. They've got pictures all over their website of it, like sitting on a sailboat. And they've got these loops tied to the top of it. The carrying handle on it's a little bit funky. It comes with these 2 things. It's got these holders on the front of it, and it comes with these things with carabiners on it. And this one's kind of short, so you can get like a little handle like that. It also comes with this carrying strap that you can put. That's got a cross. The whole thing's tied together. It's got this cross section, and you can actually put this over your neck and carry it. There's pictures on their website of people doing just exactly that. So I guess that's kind of neat. It's definitely unique. I've never seen a power station with that sort of carrying handle before. So this has got some really cool ports on it. You can see right here. There's the percentage gauge right there, 99%. When we plug something up, which I'll do here in a second, it'll come up with some stuff there. It's got a cigarette lighter adapter there. 2 USB-A ports right there. They each show to be Quick Charge 3.0 with 22.5 watts each. And then it's got 4 USB ports right here, 4 USB-C ports right there. 4 individual USB-C ports, which is the way things are going now, so it's very forward thinking. These first 3 right here are 30-watt PD ports, and this last one's a 100-watt PD port. You could charge a laptop from that. That's pretty cool. Of course, it's got the light here and that there. AC plugs are on the back that I'll put an overlay here for. It's a little heavier than what I expected it to be. And the reason for that is because it's a different battery chemistry than what I expected it to be, which I think is very limiting in the overall scheme of things. It's actually on Kickstarter. I'll put a link to all this stuff below. But this says that it is a nickel cobalt manganese, M-A-N-G-A-N-S-E, manganese, you know how I am about pronouncing words, okay? It's 1,500 watt hours, which is good. That basically means it's over 100 amp hour capacity, calculation wise. It's rated at 1,000 plus life cycles to 80% original capacity. Now, I thought that was somewhat low. 1,000 life cycles. Most of these, well, a lithium iron phosphate battery. So this is a nickel cobalt manganese, or however you say that. 3 things about that I don't like. Number 1, when I got this thing, it was at 4% charge, and I plugged it into the AC outlet in home and charged it, and it charged very quickly in less than 2 hours. So it charged very fast from it, because it'll charge 1,000 watts per hour from 110 volt AC charge. So that was a very fast charging. But I let it sit for 2 or 3, maybe 4 days before I recorded this video. I brought it out here and set it down and turned it on. It was at 84%. It had just been sitting there, and it lost to 16% capacity. So it doesn't hold the capacity like a lithium iron phosphate or a lithium ion battery would. Back in the day when nickel metal hydride batteries were more of a thing, one of the bad things about a nickel metal hydride battery is that you charge it up, set your some radios, some AA's used to be made out of nickel metal hydride, among other batteries. Some camera batteries, camcorder batteries. You charge it up, set it on the shelf, come back to it a week or 2 later, and the battery might be at 50%. It would lose charge when sitting on the shelf. This nickel cobalt seems to act the same way. So I charged it back up before starting the video, and it only took a few minutes because it charges really quickly, but I thought that was disappointing. And 1,000 life cycles, lithium iron phosphate can get anywhere from like 3,000 to 6,000 charge cycles. So you run it down, you charge it up, you do that 3,000 to 6,000 times. Some of your more expensive batteries, your bioenno batteries, are going to be 4,000 to 5,000. Some of the lesser expensive Chinese batteries you find on Amazon are going to be 2,000 to 3,000, but it's more than 1,000. This one's only got 1,000 charge cycles, and I thought that was kind of disappointing myself. For all the features this has and for the price point that they're selling it at, I thought that was disappointing. The other thing about it is it's really darn heavy. I haven't put it on scale, but I have other power stations that are slightly smaller than this, and our lithium iron phosphate power stations. One that I recently reviewed, I don't want to say the name on this video, but one that I recently reviewed that's actually a 2,000 watt-hour capacity, 2,048 watt-hour capacity, 1/3 bigger than this one, and it's lighter weight than this one is. So I think the nickel, cobalt, manganese is a disappointment in this product, quite frankly. But it is IP67 rated. It is waterproof. It's got a lot of ports on it. For something this size, it's got a lot of ports on it. You know, most of the smaller units I've reviewed on this channel have only had 1/3 the many of ports as far as USB and 110 volt AC. So it's got a fast charging capability. It's got a large charging capacity, multiple device charging capacity. You know, depending on your needs, you may not care. If you're just gonna go out and put it on a boat or put it in an RV or something like that, not move it around a bunch, you may not care how heavy it is. I'd be interested to see after someone gets one of these and uses it for a couple of years and hits that 1,000 charge cycle capacity, what it looks like. All right, so RFI test, as I do with all of these things. When we've got something plugged in, more of the screen lights up. This is a beautiful screen, by the way. It's an excellent looking screen. So I've got this plugged in right here. You can see it's kind of flashing. 99, it's 9 watts coming out of this. Charging my Oshang UV9D Mate that has the USB-C chargeable battery attached to it, available from bettersaferadio.com. Go check that out. And these batteries will fit on any of the UV9 whatever radios. So that's charging right there. Okay, good deal. And we're going to go ahead and look at the waterfall, which is pretty much the same as it was before I started. I'm going to unplug it while you guys are watching. Boom, it's been unplugged. Oh, it does make, oh, wow. That did make a difference. Okay, I'm going to plug this back in now. And that's just the USB port. Okay, that is a little bit noisy. I was looking at it, I didn't look at it in the correct timing. So that's the USB port now. And now I've got my Yaesu FT5D with the regular wall board that it comes with, and I'm going to turn this on. And I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not, but it's got a red outline around the battery there that shows you it's turned on. And around the front side of the unit here, now we've got 45 watt hours, 16 watts outputting, 17. These numbers are kind of fluctuating as stuff charges. That's pretty normal. But now we've got quite a bit of RFI on the scope here. You can see this right here. Wasn't there before. Small line down there, down there, down. Honestly, when you use an inverter, it's pretty typical to get RFI. Some stations are worse than other stations. So I'm going to turn this off while you guys are watching the waterfall. I'm going to turn off the AC inverter, and there it goes. So this is definitely a little bit more noisy than I would like it to be. Now, to be fair, this is sitting right next to one another. One way to eliminate RFI is to move that away. And this vertical antenna, this MFJ vertical antenna I've got in my 705 box here, can pick up some RFI better than others. But I'm doing several power station tests today, and so far this is the only one. This has been the one with the worst RFI problem. Now, let me preface something real quick. Some of you, if you're not into ham radio, you may not know or care what RFI is. So unless you're going to be operating HF radio in the field, ham radio in the field, you may not care about this. If you came here for a review of this power station, I would be much more concerned about the weight, the fact that it loses charge when it's sitting due to the battery chemistry, and the fact that it is only 1,000 charge cycles, where a similar product would be anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000 charge cycles, depending on battery count. So put a comment below and let me know what interested you about this ArkPax specifically. Let me know it in the comments below. Maybe we'll do a follow-up later.